Hey. I apologize, y'all, for being late. My sincerest apologies. I was not trying to be late, but baby, I had to get my leftovers together. All right, and finish eating and everything. Let me see who we got in here. Hey, Kimmy Nicole, my girl. Hey, Q, my boo. Hey, Dana Dane. Hey, Cheryl, my favorite Liberian Kanye and Pepper. Hey, ranting with Ricardo Cousin, how you doing? We just had a good old time on your channel talking about the Love and Hip Hop. Y'all, I can't wait for Love and Hip Hop to come back. That is like one of my favorite reality shows, B. I've been watching it from the beginning of time. Hey, Dana, Dane, my boo. I've been watching this since the beginning of time, baby, so I know it's gonna be some. We're gonna have us some good old times when they come out. Y'all watch Love and Hip Hop? Let me know, child. I mean, I'm gonna be reviewing it, but let me know if y'all gonna be here for it. And then we also got to talk about them old good old stories we used to watch with our grandmothers and all of that. So we had a good little run over there. So y'all know, I had to get myself together, child. I had to eat so I could take my medicine and everything. Now I ain't coming on camera tonight, y'all, cause your girl was not feeling like putting on her wig. I'ma just be honest, and I won't be up here in my bonnet like I am. Hey Candace, how are you? Is Miami coming back or all the franchises coming back? Girl, Dana, it's Atlanta and Miami, and they coming on bake to bake on Monday night starting August. Is it August 1st? Not August 1st, but it's starting in August next month. So we like a few weeks away. Is it Monday? Hey, Chi-Town, Naja girl. But yes, it's Miami and ATL coming back. I believe they got rid of Hollywood, and I believe they got rid of in New York. That's why you have some of the Hollywood people, aka Prinky, and shout out to Bondi Blue for the Prinky. Um and Ray J down to the Miami, and then unfortunately we about to have to deal with Yandy Mendices and his teeth, his baby mama Samantha and her mother in Atlanta, along with Erica Mena and Safari. August 8th is when it's come back, Dana Dane. So yeah, y'all, I can't wait. Like Love and Hip Hop, especially the Atlanta. I didn't too much care for New York, but I watched it. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I could watch reruns from season one up until now all over again. Kind of like Flavor of Love. Don't judge me, but if you do, I don't care. I done watched every season of Flavor of Love too. And baby, when they want to give us a good old Flavor of Love marathon reunion, guess who be in here watching it? Me, because it is hilarious to me. New York is in the motherfucking house. I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is, okay? It is. I hope all y'all have had a good day. Let me do a little housekeeping. For those of you, if you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For those of you who've been here, y'all already know what to do. Okay, and if you feel so inclined to do so, go ahead on and join the channel and become a member. Hey, Chrislyn, how you doing today, my baby? Now, y'all know we gotta talk about these medication wise, baby. Heavenly went off. Heavenly, Heavenly Heavenly went off on her little review she did after this episode. I say, my God, okay. Well, Heavenly, tell us how you feel. You definitely ain't learned nothing from this for intervention. You know what I'm saying? And I have some opinions about that, and we gonna go ahead and get to it. Hey, Mama, how are you, my love? And we're gonna go ahead and get to it, y'all. I have some feelings about this whole kind of like episode. Now, y'all know I don't never be going in order, but we're gonna cover everything. All right. So we start off, we see everybody doing, their morning routine. Anila telling her husband that the daughter had a spelling test, and he like, don't worry about spelling because they're running a family, baby. Because apparently When he was younger, he was a little spelling bee champion. That was cute. I love seeing Dr. Jackie at her job. I love seeing, all the ladies just in their natural elements, walking around their houses doing what they do. All right, so then we see the first thing I'm gonna talk about is Anila and her husband and the children with the nanny. Baby, that poor baby said, "Who gonna make my pinto beans?" And Anila said, "I'm gonna make them." That baby looked at her like, "You don't cook good." But he said, "Do you know how to make them?" And she was like, "I'm not like Miss Gomez, but I'm gonna make them." But I didn't like that Anila was presented it to the kids like, unfortunately, Miss Gomez is leaving. She have to go see her family. Like, you didn't have to preface that with a unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? You could have just said, Miss Gomez has her sons and they live in Texas and she's gonna go live with her family and help take care of her family. You know. And that would have been it. Don't try to make it feel bad. Like, I felt like she was trying to make that lady feel bad because now she gonna have to take care of her kids all on her lonesome. I'ma just say it is really truly working my nerves. The storyline with Anila and Miss Gomez. I mean, baby, Miss Gomez was gone up out that driveway. She was gone. All right, she driving to Houston, Texas. Miss Gomez. I hope you're enjoying your family, baby. But she was gone, and she was she pulled out with no problem. She was like, "Just because I'm gone, don't mean I don't love you." And Miss Gomez might still call them children every now and then and check up on them and see how they doing. But I mean, she probably tired. But I'm not here for Anila acting like, "Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna stop blogging?" Anila, you know how many mamas take care of their kids, blog, and still work a regular 9 to 5 job? Hell, some of them working a 9 to 9 job, still come pre-record their videos and do what they do. Like, I'm not understanding why you feel like you can't take care of your children. Like, you not getting no sympathy for me for that. I don't understand why you feel like you have to stop blogging when both of them children big enough that they go to school. Ma'am, get up in the morning, make your children some breakfast, or if you want to not make them some breakfast and let them eat breakfast at the school, if their school serve breakfast, fine. Um, Pack their lunch if they don't like school lunch or whatever while they eating their breakfast and getting together. Drive your children to school, come back, open up your packages, do what you do until it's time to pick them up. Time to pick them up, come home, do a little homework while we going over vocabulary words. You could be cutting up your seasoning and everything else right next to you, okay? And calling out them words, doing whatever you're doing with baby girl. And whatever you're doing with your son, sight words, reading, whatever y'all doing. What's this color? What's this letter? While you cooking the dinner. Now, y'all, you cooking dinner and homework getting done at the same time. Because you don't, and once you put it in the pot and let it start cooking and marinating and doing what it do, you don't have to stand over it. So that's the time when you can go, okay, let me review this math, make sure the math is math and the explanations, and you can, this is okay. I see you got this answer here, but here's where you went wrong with this math. This step right here is where you messed up. So we're gonna go back and erase this and go back here. Oh, that's not neat. Erase it and write it all over. While your pot's marinating, that's when you go and do that kind of stuff. Okay, while you're chopping and moving on to the next spot, then you bring yourself up in there and you do the spelling words and review or to read it. And then you don't even give them the words, sound it out. If you're teaching phonics to your kids so they can know how to look at a word and sound it out to see what they come up with. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's not that hard. I don't feel sorry for you for having to take care of your children, ma'am. It's plenty of mothers out here who work in factories, working way harder than what you do, putting on a mask on your face in this simple one-step beauty regimen. Stop it. Let me see. I got some people that done came in. Yes, girl, Miss Gomez was ready to go. Hey, Melissa, how are you, my love? I really enjoyed Heavenly review on her channel, girl. I did too. I was cracking up. I was cracking up. Miss Gomez probably went to Cabo with her man to get away. I did a whole 50-minute live while cooking, and that's without having kids. But I'm saying, like, it's not like what she's doing, and I'm not taking away from her blogging because people seem to be sending her products, and she seemed to be doing good. She said she furnished the house with it. But what I'm saying is, it's not like she can't make those videos while those kids at school. When Dr. Kieran come home, baby, y'all sit at the table. If y'all want to have family dinner, and shoot, tell him, babe, I have some videos that I have to get out tonight because these people sent me these products, so they need to get out. Go ahead and make sure the bedtime and bedroom routine is done. While he doing that, you be making your videos, and then you go back to the room and say good night, give him a kiss on the forehead, mommy love you, and you still got time to snuggle up with your husband, do more videos or whatever you want to do. Cause truthfully told, the kids is young, so their bedtime should be at least 8:30, girl. 8:30, go to bed. I'm just saying, and just me. Hey, just simply, how are you? I love Heavenly and I love you love Heavenly at Candace Lane. She's so funny. She is funny to me. Then next thing you know, child, and I know I'm going out of order. We see Contessa go over to Toya house, child. Toya is, hey DeQuasia, how are you, my love? Toya is up in there. She done gave herself some tulips because she is um wanting to prove self care, self love to herself. And I ain't gonna say nothing about self care and self love of nobody doing. Whatever she's doing that needs to keep her mind straight and focused, girl. If it's sending yourself some tulips, go ahead and send yourself some tulips. I don't have no problem with it. You definitely better take care of yourself. And she right, she don't have to wait on Eugene to do it. And girl, Eugene probably is tired and can't focus on nothing. And I ain't saying that because of Toya. It's just been a rough year, 2 years for medical workers, period. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say that Toya is wearing Eugene out, or whatever. But go ahead, girl, take care of yourself. So Toya come over there, and I'm already, and I saw you. Cause Tessa come over there, and I'm already sick of her. So she's talking about Toya talking about her taking care of herself, her self love, and she was like, she wish Eugene find the same thing, but he don't know what makes him happy. And Eugene is probably burnt out. That man seen a lot of death within the last 2 years, where his job is to save lives or whatever. So he probably, like I said, not focused right now. But once again, we're gonna bring this back to Heavenly because they have nothing else going on. They have nothing else going on. Toya, we already seen the preview where the lady said you had 7 text up on that house. Okay, so you trying to give us this Heavenly in the front to, so we ain't talking about why you in your nomadic lifestyle keep moving and moving and moving. But all right, so Dr. Heavenly called. Eugene said he was a woman. He was soft, this, that, and the third, like a woman. Well, I mean, if that was her opinion, that was her opinion. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna save it to the end. I'm gonna save it to the end. Then here come Tessa, and she talks about everybody. She talks about everybody, and it's not gonna change. And they talking, hey, Evangelist Val, how are you? Hey, Latasha Black, how are you, my love? So they go out there, they talking about it. Dr. Simone called. They tell Dr. Simone about they gonna do a heavenly intervention. Dr. Simone should have told them, baby, heavenly not the one that you do this the way you talking about doing it with. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, she in on it too, cause she still feels some type of way about Heavenly talking about her husband down to the Twitter or whatever. But your husband started with Heavenly on Twitter. So if your husband don't want nobody to say nothing to him, tell him don't say nothing to nobody. And it's my thing. You can't drag somebody, and because their mouth is more lethal than you, now your feelings hurt. I'm just saying. So you and Heavenly wasn't friends. Y'all were co-workers. Let's be clear. And when the hell, somebody tell me, when Toya and Dr. Contessa got back cool like this? I need to know. I need to know, when did they get back cool like this? Because baby, y'all wasn't seeing it for each other. Period. She was taking Toya and everything else. But we're gonna get to all of that in just a moment. So they're talking about all of that. We see Dr. Jackie go. Not Dr. Jackie. Yeah, Dr. Jackie. She with her patient. They at the office, and the lady asking her, um, about what to expect if she's not at the office, and Dr. Jackie says she teaches her patient's self-care and self-advocacy, so they would know what's going on. So that way, if she's not able to make it, because she's not always able to be there when the babies are being born, they know what to look for and how to advocate for themselves, and that helps that's part of helping decrease um the maternal death rate. Hey, is it satin baby doll? Because I don't want to say Satan baby doll. I think it's satin baby doll. I agree with you. I agree with you. However you said, and I don't mean no disrespect. I promise you I don't. I just like to make sure I pronounce people's name wrong. But I agree with you. They all full of it. Hey, Evangelist Val, if I didn't say anything to you, I think I did, but just in case I missed you, it wasn't no harm, no harm. So we see her, and I appreciate her teaching her patients how to advocate for themselves. The next thing you know, you have Simone and Cecil sitting up there with Omarosa, and they defending their friendship with Omarosa, saying how they don't, you know, go off on nobody. It is satin like silk. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. I thought so, child. Hey, JT, J20AT, how you doing? And don't you come up in here and start. They already told me Wanda was down there to the internet on the Facebook giving out twerking lessons. But, child, that's another video for another time. So, anyway, they defending their relationship in the confessional to us, like how they used to have to defend and let people know that Omarosa is really a nice person. And I'm like, girl, that's your friend. Save it for yourself. You don't owe me no explanation. For who you want to hang with, but she ain't my type of girl, and I hope y'all ain't testing her out to be on these medication wives, because I don't want it. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want it. And then they're talking about their book. I don't, girl. I don't know if y'all want to read a Cecil and Dr. Simone marriage counseling book. I don't, because they still don't look like they just happily married. They look like we've been married all of these years and we going through the motions. That's what it look like. You know what I'm saying? That's what it look like to me. They just going through the motions. So it is what it is. They was going to get a divorce. They stayed together. Girl, there's a lot of people with that kind of story that don't mean write a book about it. But I mean, hey, you got this platform. It might help you sell a couple 100,000 books. So I hope so. Hey, my sis, California cutie. Love you, boo. Thank you, Satin Baby Doll. Thank you. Okay, so I'm not the only one who feel that way. Cecil and Simone can't tell us nothing because they never exuded a happily married couple to me. They exuded a couple that just been together for a long time. They don't give off nothing special. They don't give nothing that I've never seen anybody who watch any of these shows that say Cecil and Simone or relationship goals like people like to do. Just my opinion. Then we also have the scene, y'all, and I'm just going through the scenes real quickly because we all know what we here for. The intervention, okay? So we also have the scene where Dr. Simone and Quad met, and I must say, it was refreshing to see them actually getting along. Because if y'all remember the season they was mad with Quad, because Quad wasn't going to them for all her divorce woes, baby, and she had the shoes, fish bottom shoes, but instead of fish, she had $100 bills in them because she keep it 100. And I was like, Dr. Simone, that didn't land how you thought it was gonna land at all. Dr. Simone dressed like a old lady for real. I want her to jazz it up a little bit. I want her to jazz it up a little bit. Like she can still have her old lady style, but be a jazzy old lady. But I guess Simone seems controlling to me. Simone seems more, I'm not gonna say controlling, she just seems uptight. She seems uptight to me. She seems more uptight than Cecil. But in couples, you typically have to have that balance. Like one is the let your hair down person and one is the person that, you know what I'm saying, kind of keeps everything in order. But we see them, and baby, when Dr. Simone get there, to her surprise, Quad is already there, and not only is she there, but she had done ordered her a drink. Okay, I'm like, yes, honey. Go ahead and order the drink, and you here early. And of course, they had to play the montage of Quad being late to everything and apologizing for showing up when she wanted to show up. Okay, so Dr. Simone was happy to see that she was on time. But baby, I don't know about y'all, but I am liking Quad this year. Her Now her hair looks like a little girl's hairstyle. You talk about Dr. Simone, Dr. Girl. Sometimes Dr. Simone gives me, she be putting her hair and combing it and rolling her ends on the sponge roller still. I swear. All the men at the reunion had to beg Cecil to stop seeing his lady friend. LOL. That's probably the only reason him and Simone still going. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. Cause he wasn't about to let his friend go. His friend was here to stay. And baby, it don't matter if you mad or not about it, Simone. They was about to be in front of Judge Tolliver, like, divorce me, please. But I mean, I guess, girl, won't y'all give some of that advice to Scott and Contessa and see if they actually resurface their marriage to a good one? Cause what they putting up now ain't what it is. Okay, let's see if it works. Give them the advice first before y'all give it to us and see if it works. Let them be your case study. If it work on them, then try it in a book. But I mean, I ain't knocking it. Like I said, somebody out there might buy it, even if it's just to get the juicy gossip that might have happened in their marriage that we didn't get to see on the TV. Nothing is wrong with having friends of the opposite sex, but baby, this friend was doing a little bit too much with this friend. Like, you still have to have a respect factor for your spouse, and canceling on your spouse for your female friend. I don't know. Wasn't it something like she had spent the night at the house or something when they had the two different houses? I don't know, but whatever it was, I can't draw it back to mind now. But somebody drop in the chat and let me know. Um, Baby, whatever it was, she was not it. I like Simone. Quad can go away. She's not a doctor or a wife of one. Bring back Gregory. Baby, I'm here for Quad this season because I want to see Mason. So can we keep her? Because if we get rid of her, we can't have Mason. And but I mean, they can still bring back Dr. Greg on, because baby, did y'all see that picture of Dr. Greg a couple of months ago? Out and about, he had him a little hot thing on his arm. And so I ain't mad at it, child. I'm not mad at it. But they talking or whatever, and she's talking about Mason and how Mason be checking her. Like, I need you to come home. Where you at? And I'm like, I can relate to that, baby. When your kids attached to you, you know what I'm saying? They want to know where you at all times. Sometimes you have to tell them none of your business. But I get it. And then with Mason, I'm like I say, I don't know the deal about his mama. Like, why is he not with his mama? Why is he with Quad and her mama? Even though his dad passed, so he might be feeling some type of way. He might need that comfort. Like, my mama gone, my daddy gone. Like, where you at? He might, they might have to work through some things. But I appreciate that. Then of course, Dr. Simone had to talk about her son and his girlfriend. And they went through the Andrea, and I was like, girl, whatever the girl name is, she not even important to the storyline or the show, because word on the curb is they ain't even together at this point or whatever. And she let them know, that she writing a book. Now let's get down to the piece de resistance, baby. Sawyer Contessa and Dr. Simone is at Contessa house. They getting ready for the intervention. Heavenly greatest hits. Okay. And they make Sawyer the door person. Why they made Sawyer the door person? Because Sawyer didn't give So the person at the door, you had to drop your phone in a bucket And if you didn't want to drop your phone in the bucket, you couldn't stay. So Anila came, she freely dropped her phone in the bucket or whatever. And then Quad came and it was like, put your phone in the bucket. Quad was like, no, ma'am. So he was like, well, you can go. Quad said, well, I'm going to go. She was like, okay. They go running after Quad to get Quad to come back and stay. Then Dr. Jackie come and Toya tell her she got to put her phone in the bucket. And Dr. Jackie said, no, I'm not doing that. Well, I'm going to just leave now. I don't know if she was on call or not. But Dr. Jackie was like, um, MD, MRS, MD. It's a difference. We are not the same. I needs my phone. And I'm like, well, go ahead, Dr. Jackie. You must be on call. But if you're not on call, then that doctor versus Mrs. Doctor don't really mean nothing. If you know what I'm saying. If you're not at work. I'm just saying. Remember when the mom was on the show? She was lazy and she didn't want to be bothered with him then. Ah, yes. Okay, so thank you for bringing it back to my memory. I just don't understand. I want to take care of your churn. It's that that just bothers me down to my soul. So now we have all the ladies here and they explaining what's going on to the ladies. And Anila was like, I don't feel comfortable with this. And Dr. Quad, and not Dr. Quad, Lord, and Quad say, y'all some low down dirty people. This ain't right. This ain't right. And I agree with her. Like, that's not right. That's an ambush. Don't ambush nobody. Like, y'all didn't want nobody to tell her, so she didn't have the chance not to show up. But I don't understand waiting 5 months to talk to somebody who was supposed to be your friend. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I feel some type of way about it or whatever. So Dr. Jackie looking like, no, this ain't it. This ain't gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not how you come at heavenly. Like, if you wanted to be received and wanted her to heal you, that wasn't the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? So now Heavenly walking through the house or whatever. Heavenly gets that she tell everybody, hey, Qual, go ahead and hand her a crown and coke. They all got notebooks and stuff. I'm like, so we supposed to be taking down notes for what Heavenly said? Girl, y'all know what Heavenly said. Now I'm gonna go through the scene and then I'm gonna give y'all my opinion about it, right? So they put it on, they give the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 type thing or whatever. And they start playing all the stuff Heavenly was saying, baby. And Heavenly was sitting there dying laughing. At first I thought she was laughing because it was nervousness. You know what I'm saying? But then I realized, oh no, she laughing because she was like, that was funny. That was funny right there. I said, if I don't give up was a person, it is Dr. Heavenly Kind because she said what she said, then she will say what she said in front of y'all face. She will say it again in her confessionals, and then she gonna laugh about it. Like she's you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If she realizes that, dang, I shouldn't have said that or I made a mistake, she have no problem apologizing to you, which we see is going to happen with Quad in the statement that she made about Quad. But y'all, it was the fact that all of them ladies was sitting around there looking like, well, damn, well, damn, including Dr. Jackie. Baby, she she felt some type of way about what she was saying about Curtis. but Dr. but y'all, I don't know. I don't see how I know somebody was laughing on the inside because some of that stuff she said was funny. Some of it was hurtful. Some of it was out of line. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of it was funny. I mean, I that's what I do on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Now, after it goes off, Dr. Heavenly like, so this is what we do. I ain't talked to you in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. And you want to put together Heavenly Greatest Hits or whatever to come sit down here and have a talk with me, yada yada yada. When you could have said this 5 months ago is your problem. So now they screaming and hollering like banshees, this, that, and the third, baby. I thought Contessa was about to go swinging combat style on Dr. Heavenly. All right. And then they gets mad. They get separated. Dr. Heavenly says she leaving. She tells Simone she a flip flopping bitch. Simone says she ain't no flip flopping bitch or whatever. And Dr. Heavenly said, yeah, you a flip flopping bitch because they told me you helped them plan this shit. And she leave. Contessa won't pull off the wig talking about this cheap wig from Heavenly Place that I bought. Like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like I told y'all, I don't care what happens. We can get into it. We can argue. Don't try to play nobody business. But Heavenly already said she had costume wigs. She had, from $20 wigs to $1,500 wigs, $3,000 wigs. She already said she's covering every spectrum of the hair game. She want every client. The people who like the cheap plastic wigs and the people who like the real human 32-inch bust down, pre-bleach, pre-parted, pre-plucked. You know what I'm saying? All of that down the middle. She already done said that. HD lace. She done already said she's covering everything. So for you to sit up here and talk about I should have never bought this wig, this, that, and the third. No, you should have bought a good wig. You should have bought something better than that bang yang and whatever the hell that ponytail is supposed to be on the back of your head in the confessional. Now, before I get to going off, my personal opinion is this. Heavenly should not have reviewed this show. Just for the simple fact somebody feelings was gonna get hurt. Heavenly is brutally honest in everything you say. If you ask her the question and she wanna ask the question, she's gonna answer it. Heavenly reviewing the show is different from me reviewing the show, being that she's on the show. So she's privy to what we don't see, the scenes that they cut out, the conversations that they having when they're not taping this, that, and the third. So of course, people are gonna. It's not like y'all. We all in here assuming, right? We all in here assuming what happened, trying to draw conclusions, and just basing our opinions off of what we see on the TV. She knows factually what happened and what didn't happen. So me personally, if I was ever on a show, I would never review the show that I was on. Period. However, since Heavenly did, if you cool with certain people, you know what I'm saying, and questions come up about them, I would just say, y'all know that's my girl. I ain't gonna tell her business like that. Now, I feel like personally, the only person who have reason to kind of be mad at Heavenly is Toya, cause she went in on Sawyer. But here's the thing about that: when you was making Heavenly's greatest hits contester, and you put a Neela up there, why you left the footage of you dragging Toya like a dog on more than one occasion? On more than one occasion, Contessa, you was on Heavenly Show dragging people right along with her. See, that's the problem I have with this. You have to know, Heavenly went around and said something about everybody. So eventually it was going to come to you. So don't be up on the platform dragging and skinning and grinning and goddamn laughing and showing every tooth up in your mouth. But then when it comes time for you to be the roasted chicken in the pot, now you got a problem. Nah, it don't work like that. Why you didn't play your part? Oh, because now you need Toya on your side. See, Contessa, I don't understand. And I thank you for your years of service. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand how in the hell you served the whole country and went to war, but you can't confront nobody on your own 2 feet. Man, what happened to your nuts? Because they supposed to drop. Your nuts was supposed to drop with your husband when he played with you, and they were supposed to drop with Dr. Heavenly when you had a problem with her. But no, much like what you did with your husband, you need the ladies to be there for you. You can't do it on your own. You set up there, you don't want them speaking on your marriage, but you open the door for them to speak on your marriage every time to your husband. You sit there quiet and let them say everything. You want to talk about ruining a family? We a family, girl. Real Housewives of Denial. Real Housewives of Denial, Contessa. I'm adding you to it. Yes, God. Yes, God. You are in the Real Housewives of Denial, ma'am. Don't first it was your husband a doctor. Did your husband know he was a doctor when he was acting a goddamn fool? And then, like Heavenly said in her review, you brought your child down there. You brought your child down there like, look, Heavenly, we are a family, and you are ruining the family. Girl, no, your husband. How the hell you gonna blame that on Heavenly when your husband goddamn sat up there and told your children he had a goddamn girlfriend? When your husband, in front of all of America's faces, sits up here and actively try to turn your children against you, i.e. the very first season, the very first episode this season, when you was with your trainer, like he didn't know who the hell that was in the goddamn driveway with you, but gonna tell the children in the car, oh, who that is, bitch, your mama, as if he didn't know. Get the hell out of here. Start with the problem at home. And Dr. Heavenly say, you ain't mad with me, you mad with your husband, and you damn right, because she really didn't drag you. She drags your husband. She did what a friend would do who don't care nothing about your partner. And if y'all don't think I'm right, think about that family member or friend you real close to. You real close to. And then I've been with somebody that's messed up in a relationship that you don't like. Once they done came to you, so you don't got nothing nice to say to that person. You'll be cordial, but the minute somebody asks you about it, you like, oh, that bastard a dog. I don't F him. He don't treat her right. He this, he that. Or she don't treat him right. She this, she that. Now, if you had not been on Heavenly platform, if you had not dragged nobody else down to the YouTube with Heavenly, then that'd be a completely different thing. But don't tell me about, oh, you have a problem with her going on YouTube dragging you or dragging any of the other ladies, and now she need to be stopped because it was your turn. And now you want to rally them up around you. You wasn't rallying them up around you when it was getting to going in on Toya, when you was down there to Heavenly Works or whatever the hell her YouTube channel is, Heaven Hands, whatever the hell it is. You wasn't rallying nobody up. You sure wasn't on there saying, Heavenly, you shouldn't be saying stuff like that, or Heavenly, you going too far. You wasn't doing none of that. You was right down there kikiing with her. Now all of a sudden it's Pocahontas. Now I feel her on the sense of, if you my girl and we supposed to be cool like that, I ain't supposed to get the Toya treatment. You know what I'm saying? I can feel that. I could I could understand if you came from that point, but don't come at me with some boycotting the channel, this, and the third. And another thing, we want to talk about what the world see and what the world say. Girl, your husband in the confessionals done had you sitting up in the confessionals looking stupid, crying. The world saw that. So you done dished you at a party in the confessional. The world saw that. Like all of y'all get on Twitter and throw shots at each other, episode after episode. Y'all live tweet. All y'all getting y'all confessionals and talk cash money for the 99 and the 2000 shit in y'all confessionals. And y'all mad because she done monetized the way to make more money by talking shit about y'all. Because what's the difference? Don't tell me it's about for the world to see, because when you talk about it in your confessional, the world sees it. The same way they're going to see it on her YouTube channel. Stop playing with me. Just say, my feelings are hurt because as a friend, I wouldn't have expected you to go that hard on me or my husband. I could respect that. Don't sit up here and act like you ain't talk trash about nobody. Y'all talking on the platform that y'all on, having this damn intervention, and you was on there with her. But why you didn't play your part? Let me see what y'all talking about so I could take me a little breath right quick. 1 second. Hey, Critic Chronicles, I didn't see you come in, my love. It was definitely an ambush. Her laugh was making me weak too. She was embarrassed. I don't think Heavenly was embarrassed at all. Candy also reviews Aura HOA. Candy does review Aura HOA, and she bring people on from the show, but now Candy don't be reading. We can't compare Heavenly and Candy now, because although I don't always agree with the comments, like I was not happy with the speak on it. That just happened with the tune. And her down there around there stealing that lady purse. I didn't think nothing was funny about that. And I really felt like Candy should have checked her and was like, that wasn't funny. Like that, nothing about that was a joke. And you and Drew wasn't even cool at the time, but maybe because she was, interviewing her, I don't know. But whatever. It wasn't funny. Heavenly feels in the pieces. Exactly, she does. And so somebody's gonna always be mad. Like I say, her reviewing the show versus me reviewing the show is two different things, because I ain't privy to conversations that's had, text messages that's had, schemes and plots and stuff that the bishop set up, because the bishop done took over the scheme and plots that he done replaced Todd, okay? And if Y'all don't know who the bishop is. That's the bishop that was robbed allegedly. They saying he set it up allegedly. Hope you are feeling better today. I am trying to. Whew, sorry, y'all. I'll get out of breath real quick. Try not to be all breathing all heavy. Yeah, it was an ambush, but Dr. Lee Heavenly said it's going to get worse before it gets better. Oh, I definitely believe it. I definitely believe it. I think Contessa is projecting, and I think, like I said, I feel like Toya have a right to be mad. And even Dr. Heavenly said if anybody had a right to be mad with her, it was Toya. It is something about Toya I like. We don't share them same sentiments. Because I just don't like how she, you know what I'm saying? She tries to talk about everybody business, but where's yours? Like I say, I didn't even know she had a skincare line or skincare products until I watched Dr. Heavenly's live. And then after that, after they showed the show, she did make a post showing that she had some products. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if you have these things, why do you want to play and look like I'm just a housewife? Which I ain't mad at her. If her husband says she can stay home and she don't have to pay no bills and do, you know what I'm saying, girl, listen, go ahead and do it. Let your husband take care of you if that's the way you want to do it. But Lord, after the man done work 14 hours shifts, baby, on why is that man like, girl, you could at least have him a little cereal, a little salad or something. You know what I'm saying? He coming home and you was looking at him and wanting him to cook and everything too. I'm like, damn. But you know what? That ain't my marriage. If it worked for their marriage, it worked for their marriage. I guess. Contessa is always playing a victim. Yeah, yeah. But I did not like Scott after you and because they said when her and Scott was talking, he admitted that he agreed with Contessa because the school she wanted to go, what she wanted to go to the school for, the school that she went away to was the best school for her to go to for that degree because she was trying to get that degree so she can be the surgeon general. That was the next step she wanted to go to in her career. He agreed, but then in turn turned around, told the children while she was gone all kind of things about him, about her to turn her against him as if they didn't make that decision together, number one. And that's when he said he had a girlfriend. Like, I'm not understanding, like, where's the smoke for your husband? Dragged Toya and called her husband the definition of a big ass beach. Yes. Now you want to team up with Toya against Heavenly, who really had her back. Heavenly only spoke on what was said on the show. Exactly. She never told any conversations that they had. And then you're talking about, you said my husband was abusive and he's a doctor. Once again, did you know your husband was a doctor? And better yet, that you was a doctor when you said you live in a volatile household. That's what you said. Now, a volatile household, that don't sound good for doctors. Did you know you was a doctor when you was acting like a 2-year-old having a temper tantrum and that Party City ass wig that you tried to buy as an insult to Down Heavenly's business? Did you realize you was a doctor when you was doing that? But I guess that's gonna be Heavenly fault that you lost control, right? Oh, okay. I would have tore that movie room up after that BS and threw the money in her face and said, "Here, little money. Now if it's more, bill me." Exactly, Nola. Scott stayed doing toxic ish against Contessa on camera and using her children to do it. But now we know Contessa does the same ish with her kids. Okay. Do we not forget the what it was? It wasn't the personal trainer. It wasn't the personal trainer. It was the life coach, not life coach, therapist, not therapist. So we're gonna act like that wasn't a cheat. We're gonna act like it wasn't a cheat. We're gonna act like that's what Scott wasn't doing, allegedly. Oh, okay. Ashley or Miss Renee said that Scott and Contessa were fake. Miss Renee did say that, but Miss Renee was a little drunk.
I'm still side eye. Hey, Ray Bay, my boo. I'm still side eyeing Fatum, girl. Fatum works on my nerve. Heavenly always had positive things to say about Contessa. She never got the Toya treatment. Exactly. Never. Like I say, she didn't dog Contessa. She dogged Toya. And she admitted, you know what I'm saying? Now she admitted she went too far with Toya. She said that. But at the end of the day, like, I don't recall Toya and Heavenly being friends. Frenemies, but not friends. How she mad at something Heavenly said when her husband embarrassed her on national TV, right? Heavenly put into words what we all saw her husband do. She put his actions into words. She didn't say he beat her, but mentally and emotionally, yes. Mentally, that is abusive to me when you using my children to turn them against me. Emotionally, to tell my kids you have a girlfriend and you know they're gonna come back and tell me, and you don't try to downplay it till episodes and episodes later say, "Oh, I was just joking." You my girlfriend, but your kids had already heard you had a conversation with this woman. Them kids know that wasn't their mama voice. Stop it. Did I try ginger and lemon? Yes, I did. Contessa has talked about her marriage on the show, so what Heavenly said shouldn't hurt Contessa feelings. Well, girl, Contessa trying to act like her and Scott trying to play in our faces like he done went to counseling and got it together. So we don't. So she think we not gonna focus on and see the cracks that's still there and the crevices and the potholes that's in their marriage, like a broke up street in New Orleans on Bourbon. Okay, she act like we can't play dodge the pothole and look at two things at one time. She think focusing on this with Heavenly is gonna distract from what's going on with her marriage. Heavenly didn't reveal anything Contessa and Scott didn't already display on the show. Exactly. Exactly. From because I went back out and I watched the lives where she was talking about the issue with Contessa and Scott. First of all, it wasn't too many of them. Let me say that. Second of all, she answered questions about what was being seen on the show. She never said any personal conversations that her and Contessa had for it to equal ultimate betrayal. You went back and said my conversation. She was treading lightly when they asked them questions. You could see it in Heavenly face like she didn't want to answer. Exactly. Ruby, and even in her answer, she qualified her reply. She said not physical, but emotionally and mentally. Exactly. I love Toya. She leaving her life as her man wants her to, but she be taking care of that damn home. Now that's what the housekeeper is for. You better cook that man a meal. Exactly, girl. She now sometimes she don't be cooking that man a meal. I read, babe, I know you saw when that man came home from working 14-hour shift, and baby, he had to come home and cook his own food, and he was cooking for him and the boys. I was like, dang, girl, 14 hours. You could have fixed the man a little cereal, a little grits, put him a little instant grits, eggs, or something. Make him a little salad. Go to what they got down there in Atlanta, Publix, and get one of them lasagnas when you don't feel like cooking. You just pop it in the oven. Little garlic bread, girl. Get you the mixed lettuce already. You know they already got the little cherry tomatoes. You can do. Put that on there, girl. Sprinkle you some croutons and bacon bits. Put a little cheese on it, girl. Baby, he'll think he had an Olive Garden salad. You could buy the ham already chopped up or whatever, girl. Throw that in the salad and bam, now he got him a whole home cooked meal. Only thing with Toya is that she seems to have no regard for her husband's well being. I agree with that. I agree with that. Like I said, I don't mind her if her husband tell her stay home, take care of the kids, do whatever you want to do. Listen, I'm not mad with her for that. It just seems like sometimes when he come home and he tired, it's like that's when she want to pick, and she just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like the moving. Like I'm sorry, I be done told my husband, listen, we can go get us a nice little condo. I wouldn't have to have all of that house and you working yourself into the ground for it. But then again, maybe he's not working in the ground for it because Toya done been on Married to Medicine long enough that her salary should be just as good as his is, if not more. Because I understand he a doctor, but she's a veteran in the house, in the Married to Medicine franchise. She's an OG at this point. So her check should be good, which I'm not understanding. If he have everything she gonna have going on, and she have everything he have going on, so baby, y'all need to get a financial advisor, a financial planner. Because why is y'all always in debt with taxes and liens and things like that? It's not making no sense, girl. You need to be a little bit better with the money. He definitely used those kids as a pawn. Definitely. Think I'm not repeating it. She put them statements on there now. What did she expect to happen? Y'all think she was trying to plan her escape? Girl, I don't know what she was trying to do. I think she's still trying to plan her escape. That's why she's talking about I'm getting myself right because if this don't work, then I have to move on. Girl, if your marriage was marriaging like you say it is, and y'all all in a better place, then my love, why you preparing for an exit still? Scott is toxic. He definitely is. Toya Toya clown heavily when she stepped in her first scene, quad included. Toya don't deserve sympathy. Oh, I'm not saying she listen, I feel like this, Ruby. They all get on there and drag. They all get on there and drag. It being a confessional. But I don't understand how it's the world gonna see it when it's heavily on her YouTube, but it's not the world gonna see it in the confessional. The world is still going to see it. She just found a way to make extra money off of it. Won't y'all go on YouTube and get y'all a channel too? And drag Heavenly right back. I mean, I'm just saying, me personally. Now, I'm not saying that she deserves grace or sympathy. Like I said, they wasn't friends. So I don't have a problem with somebody dragging somebody who ain't their friend if that's the kind of energy they have towards each other. And Heavenly and Toya have had that energy towards each other for seasons now. If you don't remember, go back and watch. But I just said what Heavenly said. If anybody have the right to feel some type of way or be upset, it will be Toya. Hey Linda, how are you, my love? And if y'all new here, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Okay. We appreciate all the comments, whether you agree or not agree with me. If y'all been here, y'all already know what to do. And if you feel so inclined to do so, go ahead and join the channel. Okay. Yes, make the meal for you. I'm just saying. There was an episode of them having breakfast for dinner. Toya looked like she cooked that. Y'all too hard on my girl. I'm not saying this all the time. I'm just saying, like, the girl 14 hours. I don't know. But I do feel like all of these ladies, not all of them. I do feel like Toya and Heavenly need to learn what to say and what not to say when it come down to their husbands. Because sometimes they be putting too much information out there. And the way their husbands be looking was like, Like when Toya had told everybody Eugene had to get the testosterone and everything. And Heavenly be talking about using her mouth down to the beef stick. Like some things I feel like they don't need to say. Toya's married to man salary should be at least 600K, right? And that's the minimum. I would think it would be more than that after all the seasons that she been on there. I would think. Remember when they were on vacation and she cried and they pushed through that and she calmed down? I don't think Toya runs him like that. She is the only woman in the house. She is the only woman in the house. I think Toya definitely gets her way when she wants to get away. You know what I'm saying? Like when she told him shut up and clicked out on him in front of everybody, and he kind of like ain't really just say nothing too much back. I was like, oh. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe he don't want to go off on her in front of everybody. But I think Eugene is tired. I think we're gonna see some conversations this season. You know what I'm saying? Like him and Karen, when him and Karen get mad at, because they done went as movers. I can't wait to see that on Sunday. They going as movers to the party or whatever. That's gonna cause some conversations. You know what I'm saying? But I need them to, like, whatever house they buying this season, I want them to go head on and stay at that house. Like that land that they bought, go on, stay on it. Cause I don't understand. It's not making sense to me. You was talking about the house wasn't big enough. You didn't have tennis courts, but we saw you on your golf cart driving to the front of the subdivision to go play tennis. So why would you? That's another expense to have to keep up on your house when your community provides you one. It just, I don't know. Thank you for subscribing, Satin Baby Doll. I appreciate you. She can get a bucket of chicken and some and a Stouffer's macaroni and cheese. Pop that in the oven and a bag of salad and dress it up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Or some Pop Tarts. Girl, Chrisley, I can't wait. Okay, baby, I can't wait. I can't wait to see them show up as the movies, baby. I want to see if they're gonna put them out of their party. But I mean, that is kind of Anila, not Anila, girl. I'm all for a shady moment on this show because it give me something to come back. You know what I'm saying? And talk to you about. Okay, so talk to y'all about because y'all my people. But I'm just saying, if y'all trying to get in a better place, making fun of the fact that they always moving was probably not the way to go. Y'all know what that remind me of when Kim Z had tried to put out that Nene had roaches in her house and her and Greg went as the exterminator. Okay, so Toya makes 100K an episode. So if Toya makes 100K an episode, and there's usually what, at least 10 to 12 episodes, right? Sometime more. And is that per episode including the reunion or not including the reunion? Because if it's not including the reunion, sometimes the reunion be 2 and 3 parts. Toya told Eugene to shut up and put a biscuit in his mouth. She did. She definitely did that. That costume was hilarious. That was funny. Both of them. So Toya getting a check from this show and Eugene getting a check from this show. And child, I'm the kids might even be getting a little coin, not as much as the parents, but they might get a little something, something, depending on how they worked out their contract for their children every time they appear on the screen. Which I mean, it ain't much, but if it's $2,000-3,000, that's an extra $2,000-3,000 time two, time however many times they appear throughout the season. Now I don't know if that's the case, but her and Eugene both getting a check for the show, and Eugene working, and then I mean, whoever she teamed up with for the skincare, I mean, we can't really say how that's doing because we don't really see her advertising too much. I didn't even know that she had it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, girl, you on here. We should see you washing your face. Like, girl, quiet as it's kept. Why you didn't get an advertisement with Patron for as much of it as you drink? Why you didn't get an endorsement deal with them? I'd have been like, listen, I'm on this show. I know people drink it all the time, but I'm on this show. People watching about married to medicine and medical doctors and how we living, baby. And you know, I'm just saying, yeah, I would have saw me drinking Patron and cleaning my face with my own facial products or doing my makeup with my own whatever her products is that she have. Like, why you're not using the platform that you own to secure more money? Like Dr. Heavenly said, this could be going to there tomorrow. They could not want you back. Why are you not capitalizing on what you're doing to promote your brands? Girl, I'm not understanding it. Exactly. Dr. Jackie plugs all her products. Girl, I listen, because how many times we heard about the Queen V that season when she was putting that out? When she was putting out that book, The Queen V. How many times when she said she was opening a new birthing center in Atlanta? We heard about it. Baby, it was in damn near every other sentence, scene, and conversation. If we didn't hear it on one episode or we heard it 2, 3 times on the next episode, she always plugging how booked and busy she is. Always. I got a new product. She gonna make sure, and I'm not ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, Why not plug your business, especially if you want to keep up with the Joneses, baby? That's the best way to do it. Continue to get the check. This part, every penny dollar check coins counts, okay? Before taxes, if it's a 12 episodes plus 3-part reunion, if she makes the 100K for the reunions, that's 15 episodes, and she's taking her 1.5 million before taxes. So if that's what she's making, then you add Eugene. Now Eugene is not a housewife, so he might be making 50,000 per episode, which would make him have half of it. If y'all bought $1 million house and he's still working and getting his regular check, why y'all didn't pay off y'all house? Why y'all didn't pay off y'all house with it? I mean, girl, listen, I don't know. I can't say why them people did what they did with other bills, credits, whatever. But it's not making sense to me. I think she's the only one that does it. Am I wrong? I mean, this book is the first thing I really remember Dr. Simone doing as far as a job. But when Cecil was trying to start this other company that he was trying to start up with, guess what? They talked about it. You saw him having them business meetings about it. Now, whatever came about it, I don't think they decided to do it. But he was putting it out there for the people to see. When Quad was talking about her cookbook, Cooking with Quad, we saw Quad cooking. You was gonna get every other episode, every 2 episodes, you was gonna get Quad cooking in that kitchen. Even though she was mad and divorcing with her husband, they was gonna have them a nasty conversation down to a beautiful plate of food. Even when she was doing her puppy couture, baby, you heard about it. We saw the puppy fashion show. Like, I don't understand being on this platform not doing it. Even Anila is coming in and talking about her blogging, her blogging, her blogging. Although I don't like the fact that she is acting like she can't take care of her kids and blog, she's still pushing the fact that she have a blog. I'm just saying. And Heavenly, you gonna see her down to the dentist office. We saw her down. Now Heavenly couldn't be my dentist, asking me about what's going on with my life, and then tell me about. I tell her, oh, I'm just going through a divorce. Oh, what happened? We was tired of fight. Oh, what happened? Girl, listen, you ain't about to Heavenly. You supposed to be working in my mouth and fixing my teeth, not worrying about why me and my man was separated. You won't know too much. That's exactly where they got the idea from. If the kids do make money from appearing on the show, then their money is set up in a Cogent fund to protect their money if the paperwork is done right and they make money. Girl, I mean, if it is, but some parents make it well. They get the money. She casually asked Simone about the V shot and the P shot, okay? Because remember, Simone was like, don't do nothing to the P because then he going to be all over me and I don't even want it like that. No. Dr. Jackie brought her products to Heavenly Grand Opening. But if you watched on Heavenly's first, when on Heavenly's review about that, because Heavenly said, but not this week that just passed, but the week before that, when she had her grand opening, she said she was going to just keep it positive on that review. And she said she offered both Dr. Jackie and Toya to do their product. She like even if I don't like you and we beefing, I'm gonna support your business. I want to see everybody business succeed. Like I said, that was the first time I heard about Toya's business. Girl, I wouldn't have cared if I was mad at Heavenly or not. I wouldn't have cared if Heavenly Beauty Store was in the hood or not. Like, let's be real. All the good beauty stores is in the hood. I don't know about y'all, but Sally's don't be having what I need when I need it. It don't. I go to the hood beauty stores because they have everything I need. Everything I need. So, girl, she put it in the right place. And what's wrong with it? Like, we always want to talk about the others that come and open up beauty shops in our communities. But now when this one, when somebody that's ours do it, now we want to, oh, she opened it up in the ghetto. But y'all would be saying, anyway, that's another story for another day. If Eugene, if he makes half of what she makes on the show before taxes, if he films for every episode, would take home $750,000 before taxes. They have had 6 houses in 9 seasons. Come on now. Come on now. Girl, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. If I was them kids, Toya, I'd stay punished if Toya was my mama. Because she'd be like, why you didn't unpack your room? I say, for what? To pack it up again? We ain't going to do nothing but move again. Anila furnished the whole house up for blogging. Lord, that's what she said. I didn't know the husbands got a check for the show. I believe they do. I don't know 100%, but I believe they do. Because you got to think about it. They show scenes sometimes with just the husbands. When the husbands go out and have like their men's nights and things like that. Nola, from my understanding, when you advertise your product on the show, they get a percentage. I mean, they may get a percentage. I don't know. But I mean, when you think about no advertisement versus advertisement on that big platform, sometimes it may be worth it. And it may not be a percentage forever. Heavenly is outspoken and her husband is sneaky, but they are both smart with powerful careers. They make a great couple. And listen, they can't talk about Heavenly and her husband and drag her husband because Heaven and Damon give me they could be around there screaming, hollering, cussing each other out, saying you ain't shit bold italics Times New Roman 72 fine. And then soon as somebody walk up the door, hey, how you doing? Hey, Daddy. Me and Daddy was just in here drinking some crown, enjoying each other. Ha 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 ha. She ain't gonna put it out there for you to see. They're not gonna put that out there for you to see. So they need to take a page from her book and stop putting it out there to see. The show increased her following. She'll have that to stand on after the show. Exactly. She will have that to stand on after the show, but I don't understand why she's not pushing whatever her product is. Like I said, she drink Patron. Even if you don't want to push the beauty product, you just put your name behind it or whatever to make you some extra money. Fine. The company is selling, doing whatever, whatever. Cool. You drink Patron like fish drink water. And I'm not, I ain't saying nothing wrong with it because, baby, your girl loves a good Patron and pineapple. You hear me? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Matter of fact, Patron is my favorite drink. Love it. But you think if I was on the show drinking Patron like that Patron wouldn't be sponsoring me something? Y'all be seeing me on Patron commercials. I promise to God. I'm gonna make some money of it. I'm not gonna give you free advertisement and I'm not making money. That's what I'm saying. She gives free advertisement to Patron. Meanwhile, she's not promoting her own thing. Even if I would have just said it one time, or even while you live tweeting about the show, like she wasn't even posting about it on her stuff. She made one post about it. Now she might have posted about it most of then, but I only saw one post about it, and that was after the show with Heavenly Beauty show. If you don't want Bravo to get a cut up percentage, why are you not, when you live tweeting, why are you not going live and talking about your products? Because you have a following. They don't get paid, just exposure. Are we talking about the husbands? All the weaves Toya wear in her hair don't come from a hair store in the rich neighborhood. I mean, it does not. But she probably ordering it for somewhere. But even still, the way Toya, I think Toya is a beautiful person. I think Toya hair and stuff is always on point. Girl, get your YouTube channel, Drag Heavenly, and then give us beauty tips or something. Like, I don't know. Candy giving up a percentage. Nah, Lord, you gotta be able to work work that in. I don't think Heavenly Husband is sneaky. He is just a good man. Listen, if he is, baby, I don't know. I know Mariah was cocked to the side with that walk talking about, do you want the receipts? We still don't know if she had receipts or she didn't have receipts. I don't know. I'm not going to badmouth Dr. Daddy because I like him. I like him. And until he give me a reason to feel like he around here playing the heavenly face, well, behind her back, I ain't going to speak on nobody husband cheating on him unless they husband or wife give me a reason to believe that that's what they're doing. And that may be why I tell you don't want to put her products on the show. But again, why don't she advertise them on her social medias? You have a following, people who look like you have people, and don't get me wrong, I don't hate Toya. I'm not a Toya hater. I love everybody on the show for what they bring. I just call every if I see some foolery, I'm gonna call it foolery. But you have a following, you have people who follow you, you have people who like you. The same way people when you get on here and you tweet about the mess and the people are liking it and retweeting it, it's the same way your fans will like it and retweet it for your products because they want to see you win. Girl, love me some Patron and pineapple juice when I do drink. I'm not a drinker. Girl, listen, that or some wine. I can't drink no brown liquor, baby. Don't ever give me no brown liquor. I'm going to be sick down to the bed 30 days. Damon literally mind his business unless a man is doing too much with his wife. That's when the Hulk come out, lol. But I'd rather Dr. Damon or Anila husband versus anyone else's husband on the show. I don't think Dr. Eugene is a bad guy. My personal opinion. Mm. Maybe I just think Toya is lazy. Bethany became a self-made multimillionaire on a cover of Forbes. I don't know. I just don't understand. Oh, oh no, not no. I'm not saying you're saying anything about cheating. I'm just saying clearing it up for people who come in on the replay. You know what I'm saying? Because I put it up there, and that their minds will go there. But no, I don't think you said anything about cheating. Well, I mean, child, I think heavenly work on that man nerves? Yes, God. Yes, God. Sometimes you can see it in his face that she do too much. But I don't know. He just seems sneaky. He seemed like the type that'll be like, she working on my nerves today. Let me stop and give me a drink before I go home. He definitely seems that. What does Toya sell? I missed it. I had to go to get. Toya has some kind of skincare products. Jackie advertised her products and ended up with the commercial. That's what I'm saying. Dr. Eugene is a good husband. I think he's a good husband. I think all the husbands is good husbands except for Curtis and Scott. And I think Cecil might be a people can change. I think Cecil probably did put in the work to make his marriage better. They just seem boring. It's just my opinion. Now y'all, I ain't gonna be up here too much longer. I'ma go ahead and drop this link if anybody wants to come up and give me their opinion. Y'all gonna take 3 to 5 minutes. Alrighty, and then we're gonna go ahead and close it out. If anybody wants to, come share their point, share your point of view with me. Cause I'm not always right. I'm just giving my opinion. And you might see it a different way from me, child. So if you do, let me know. Let's share. Share with me. Share with me your opinions. But I know I'd definitely be advertising my business. If I was on that show. Yes, God, I would. I would. I would. All right, come on. I know we got ranting with Ricardo. What you say, love?
Child, I didn't know I was gonna be first. Oh my god, this is so like, oh, I didn't expect this. Anyway, child, I'm sick of Toya. I'm also sick of Contessa and Dr. Simone. Toya, I'm trying to figure out how you can pick up a bucket of chicken, a Stouffer's, frozen macaroni and cheese, pop that in the oven, and get you a bag of salad and dress it up. That's just quick, simple, and easy. I did that one time for somebody, to help somebody out, impress somebody in college because they couldn't cook, and I didn't feel like actually cooking like I can do. That's so simple, so easy. You could at least do that. Like, that's not hard. I appreciate the self love, but you at home all day. Like, I work from home. So I'm able to, especially like with Anila and Toya, it's just like y'all are like, Anila works from home. I do too. That's the life of a freelance photographer and somebody who's trying to do this YouTube and influence and stuff full time. And Toya, you are like, you're a housewife. Nothing against you, but it's just like y'all are at home. Simple stuff like when it comes to, getting the kids ready, making sure, you have your business stuff promoted. You can use Twitter, legit can use Twitter to get your stuff out. And if you're using it from the laptop, you can make scheduled posts. And Twitter will send them out to you. Like send them out to the world as long as you set them up to be scheduled. There's no way, no how you shouldn't be promoting your business and at least making at least one square meal a day. At least one. Contessa, your raggedy wig, and the fact that you use um, your child to try to get under somebody's skin and try to invoke emotion, and Dr. Heavenly talking about, look at my child, look at her, you're ruining our family. She didn't go at you. She went at your husband. She had smoke for him and him alone. If you were my friend and I watched how that man treated you and then watched as you used me to get back at that man the entire season and on a reunion, only for you to go right back to the situation and play like in my face like y'all a real couple, it was going to be up and stuck with him for the rest of his life. Okay, his natural born life. And depending on where and me ended up in an afterlife, we was going to have problems then. Reincarnated, we was gonna have problems then, because you don't get to treat my friend any type of way. Sit up there and tell them kids you got a whole girlfriend, try to turn them against their mama and think it's gonna be okay. The fact that you were so mad and misdirecting your anger at somebody who said two things. She didn't really say like all she could have said. She didn't even put all the information out there like that. She said two things about that man. And now is y'all got smoke forever, and now all bets are off, and now all the gloves are off. Per her words, come next episode, out of my face with that. Let's be clear. If you was gonna show Heavenly's best moments, then you should have showed yours too, because you set up there dragging your bestie for resties Toya. But then I was like, oh, I get it. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And since y'all all three, Dr. Simone, because you upset she went at your husband, but your husband went at her first, so don't start none, won't be none. And the fact that she stole your besties for resties, that's Dr. Jackie. You still upset. Toya, I was it Toya who said she didn't care about Dr. Heavenly's mother passing away?
I think so.
Yeah, to, like you said that to that lady. So at that point, it was up and stuck for you for the rest of your life because you said that to a woman who lost her mother. So at the end of the day, maybe she shouldn't have said what she said about you or your husband, but some people take that stuff to heart. And Contessa, y'all all three needed each other to back each other up because it took you 5 months to say something to that lady. It wouldn't have taken me 5 months. I would have been in her comments. I would have been like, drop the link. I would have called her. I would have did something. Dr. Jackie called her and was telling her to get off live. I know that when I watched it, she was like, Jackie texted me. I got to get off of here. And
That mean
people
I'm doing too much.
yeah, and it was like, oh, don't let Dr. Jackie tell you to get off. She was like, nah, Dr. Jackie texted me and said I'm doing too much. I got to get off of here. You could have did that 5 months ago before these cameras popped up on the screen, but because you're so miserable and you're willing to stay in misery to say that you have somebody and to prove everybody wrong, you gonna wake up one day, like I said over there when I've said it on other people's channel, and I said it when I was doing the love and hip hop and everything. I said a lot of these people who stay with these men, y'all gonna wake up one day and wonder why y'all kids don't want to talk to you or put you in a nursing home, and it's for this reason right here. And Dr. Heavenly better than me, and Quad is better than me because I could see Dr. Simone trying to come for her next episode. But Dr. Heavenly, you definitely better than me, and you probably did the work on yourself. I'm not there yet because I would have tore up that movie room the minute they decided to try to ambush me, and everybody else who didn't know nothing about that intervention is not an intervention unless the people who are all participating knows that's not how an intervention works. And then I definitely would have tore up that movie room when you tried to use your child against me. And I said I would have took the money out of my wallet if I had cash on me, threw it in her face and said this should pay for it. And then I would have taken that plastic wig she had on her head because she looked a mess, and I would have burnt it. And then I would throw some more money in her face and say, here, this should take care of that. And if it costs more after I leave, bill me because I'm good for it. I don't like Contessa. I slightly stomach Toya, But I don't get how you can't promote your own business. Reality shows, okay, here's the thing. If you want your product on a reality show, like you really want your product on a reality show, and you are not on that reality show, and the people on the show didn't buy your product and are wearing it, then yeah, they take a percentage of it because you're using their show to promote your products. But if you're on the reality show like they are, and you're a cast member like they are, and you have your own stuff going on, you can promote it. Dr. Heavenly promotes her stuff. Dr. Jackie promotes her stuff. Everybody promotes their own stuff. You don't want to do the work. You're lazy. And I don't understand it. Everybody promotes their stuff on YouTube. I promote my stuff. Thick Girl promotes her stuff. I guarantee when Nola gets her merch, she gonna promote her stuff.
Oh, listen, I'm just waiting for my trademark and stuff to go through because ain't nobody about to be around here trying to steal my business and buying domains and nah.
And here's
Nah,
the thing: I was like, I
but
have
see,
like, I have my own lip gloss business, right? I'm working like I have to wait until I can get the funds to do the LLC and trademark the name. But I've already been operating under it, and I own the domain name to my like lip gloss. I always advertise my stuff. You have other people who pay YouTubers to advertise their stuff. You being lazy because nobody knew you had a business or you partnered with somebody until Dr. Heavenly got up on her platform and was promoting all y'all stuff. And Anita, girl, Miss Gomez lied to you. She going to Cabo with her nice young man. He's a nice young tenderoni. Okay, he gonna rub her down with some oil and give her multiple pina coladas a day. She wanted to get the hell away from you and them kids because y'all was working her to death. And when I mentioned the kids, if the kids do get paid for being on the show, it's something called the Coogan Fund. Now, very quick history: an actor with the last name Coogan, like way, way, way back when, was a kid actor, made money, turned 18, found out that his entire family, like his parents, squandered his like the money, like used up all the money. So it became a law. When your child is a child actor, or they appear on TV shows or anything else, you have the Coogan Fund. Now, if the paperwork is done right and is set up correctly by the parents, and the parents aren't being selfish, petty thieves, then when the kids turn 18, whatever money they made should be in that fund for them to use at their disposal. If it's not, then I don't know. Like, I don't know what if they can sue or not. But a lot of child actors, like when Macaulay Culkin, very quickly, when his parents divorced and was fighting over his money, like it was his money, they didn't make none of it. It's his money. He ended up like getting emancipated, so neither one of them could touch his money. Now, if they do have a Coogan Fund and them kids get paid, I would go check and make sure that the paperwork is right, because y'all got that lady, because I guess Toya must have played in her face, said y'all got, and she's a real estate attorney, said y'all got 7 tax liens on y'all. And if you taking home 1.5 million before taxes, I'm not sure how you didn't pay your bills.
who child? Now, Miss Shirley, Ranting with Ricardo has a channel. We was on there partying earlier, but she said she loves your commentary on
Thank you.
various YouTube channels. You have a good head on your shoulders. So she definitely has a channel. It's Ranting with Ricardo as well.
Wait,
And woo child, hey baby. It's all right. We go ahead and rewind us to the beginning, and catch up.
Nola,
And
I
we
got a
gonna be we
wait.
gonna be right here for you.
Yeah, Nola, I got a question.
Hmm.
Remember that Am I the A-hole story I did last night? Because I'm going to go, like, that's a daily thing. So I'm going to have to do that after you go off live because, I still want to be up here to support you.
Right.
Remember the story of the husband being spiteful and giving the son a motorcycle
Hmm.
and how that whole thing played out?
Hmm.
Don't that seem like what Scott is doing to Contessa?
Definitely. That is definitely what's gonna
I
happen.
said I was gonna type it, but I was like, if she dropped the link, then I could just say it. But if not, I would have just put it in the DMs. But I was like, this seems like what that man did with that motorcycle.
Definitely. So let me catch y'all up. She does a segment every day. Renting with Ricardo is AITA, MID asshole. Long story short, separated couple. They was working on their marriage, but to spite the mama, the dad bought the 16-year-old son a motorbike behind the mom's back, took him to get the license behind the mom's back. Mom found out and said, "You cannot drive it unless you're with your dad," because she didn't want to be the bad parent. Um, you cannot drive it unless you're with your dad riding it. So they were in separate places. The dad let him drive the motorbike. He gets his boyfriend on the back of the motorbike. They drag racing. He gets into a wreck. The hospital calls the mom. Mom shows up to the hospital. She's pissed because he's not supposed to be driving the bike without his dad being there. He decides to tell the mom the truth that, oh, it was him and his boyfriend, the drag racing. Boyfriend parents is mad. Mom's like, we're going to pay for the hospital bills. So she tells the son he's going to have to pay for the hospital bills out of his college fund because he broke the rules. Husband is now calling her, mad with her, saying she's wrong for making him pay the boyfriend's hospital bill, and the in-laws are calling her as well, going off on her because they feel like she's wrong and making him take responsibility and paying for it. But yes, long story short, the dad was doing it to be vindictive to the mom because he was upset about the separation.
Mind you, the boyfriend, like, and the son only had a concussion and a few scrapes and bruises and some cuts. The boyfriend, mind you, the son is 16, the boyfriend's 15, picked him up at baseball practice, was at the light, and saw, like, I don't know if this was a daily thing, but decided to drag race with somebody, wrecked and flipped the bike. And I don't fool with bikes, just due to some personal stuff. But the boyfriend had broken ribs, two broken fingers, and a broken leg. And his parents were mad. But this seems like some spiteful stuff that, Scott would do because he's already doing it. Oh, I can't drop the to Shirley because I see it in the comments. I can't drop the link to my channel on other people's channels if I'm not a moderator because it'll disappear. Somebody asked me that on Thick Girl's channel when she was live earlier, and I tried, but it disappeared. So unless I'm a moderator, I can't do that.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go.
Okay,
I
I gotta
have
go.
one more person that's supposed to be coming up, and then I'll make you a mod so you can drop your link.
Okay, I got to go set up this live anyway and find me some stories because it's gonna be crazy.
All right, girl.
Okay.
Hey, thick girl, you there? Are you there? Ransom with Ricardo. Just comment in the link. Comment so I can make you a mod real quick for me. Thick, you here? We can't hear you, thick girl. I can't hear you, thick. All right, y'all. I'm gonna give thick a time to come back up, child. We must have was having a bad connection. But yeah, y'all. So I want y'all also Prosperity Thick Girl does have her own channel as well. If you all would like to go ahead and subscribe. I like to show the love around here. And then tomorrow is Friday. And so y'all know we will have the Let's Get Into It channel panel, which we discussed them basketball wise, and I got a whole bunch to say about them. Okay. But we discussed that. And this week it will be on my channel. Y'all know we usually here for 8:30 and we be clowning and carrying on. Okay. All right, think you back. Can you hear me?
You hear me?
Barely. You breaking up, my love.
Hold on 1 second. Now,
Hmm.
can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Eugene is not a damn Toya is the goddamn stay at home husband, and Eugene is the wife that work outside the house. This lady really needs to get it together. I don't know how the hell who raised him, but they was good. They did a good job. Cause I don't know too many men that can take the bull crap that Toya brings from her. You
I
still can't hear me?
mean, you know, I can hear you. I can hear you. I mean, now listen, that man seems to really love his wife. I ain't gonna say he's a house. I'm not gonna say he's a wife. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna come at him like that. Because at the end of the day, that man's a man that he just everybody handle their spouses differently, and he just not rough with his wife.
Well, that's how she treats him. Let me say it like that. That's how she treats him. Why don't you want to go get a goddamn job or promote your business just to get out the house, just to do something to have your own? It's a lot of reasons that we go to work and leave the home, and it's not just to say that we got a job. It's just to, I don't know. She just, it irks my soul. Contessa and this damn Heavenly thing. I really hope they don't drag this out the whole season. I am more than sick and tired of it already. Contessa, you didn't have a problem with it when they were being your mouthpiece at the reunion, when you was faking like you wanted a divorce. So what's the problem now? That lady did like Kiki. She said nothing that we didn't already know. But it was okay for y'all to get up there and drag people. And y'all left that part out. But now that you and Toya are besties, Heavenly is the worst thing since sliced bread. And I'm not even a Heavenly's fan. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Like everybody been saying, go get you a YouTube channel and not and go back at her. But y'all keep forgetting that she hasn't even did nothing to y'all women for real. It's y'all men.
Oh no,
It's
she
y'all
dragged
men.
Toya.
Yeah,
She
but
dragged
besides
Toya.
Toya, I'm talking about the other people. Yeah, we all know she dragged the hell out of Toya. And don't that's the only reverse. She drags Toya, but she don't drag Eugene. But she just points out the things that we all see. Like with Simone's husband. Girl, your husband did that. If your husband would have stayed out of women's business and stopped trying to think he was a comedian for a day, he would have never got hit. That's his fault. That lady ain't still wasn't asking him did her house need pressure washing? So you cannot do something to somebody and then tell them how mad to get. Y'all know Heavenly. Y'all know her mouth. So you do it at your own risk. And the thing is, they don't want to get channels and they don't because they can't. Besides Heavenly, Quad is the only other person that can get these women together. None of these women can read. All these women want to talk about personal things and stuff. They can't do it. So that's why they're mad. That's why they won't get channels because what they gonna do with it? Nothing. Heavenly is entertaining as hell if she's nothing else. And she's smart. That's why her business not on this show like everybody else's. If they don't see it, they can't make it your storyline. But you can't make it your storyline and then say it's off limits to everybody else. It does not work like that. Um, Contessa, if you put that little girl up to telling Heavenly that stuff, that she ruined your family, you are lower than low. Like, who does that? Who drags their kids into a grown up beef? She ain't ruining y'all marriage. Why? God damn it! If they are not Marsu and Tisha of Love and Huntsville on Married to Medicine, why is everybody able to break up these people's marriages?
I done told you we on sabbatical from them Huntsville
But
people.
that's why I did. I just said the name. I ain't go no further. I'm just saying. But everybody keeps talking about everybody breaking up their marriage. There's only two people in a marriage that can break a marriage up. Only two people promise to love each other forever, unconditionally. But two damn people. So nobody can break up something that is solid. You know how hard it is to break concrete? Real hard. You need a jackhammer. And I ain't see Heavenly with a damn hard hat on her head not one damn time. So therefore, she cannot break up your damn marriage. Like, get out of here with this stuff. Y'all did way too much with this conversation. It was it was a surprise party ambush. Because it was an ambush. You can dress it up however you want to. It was a damn ambush. And all y'all done had the same problems with each other. Heavenly just was smart enough to monetize hers, and y'all wasn't. So therefore, either monetize yourself or shut the hell up about somebody trying to ruin your marriage because it wasn't that deep. Oh my God, my family's not a joke. No, but you are. And that damn wig, you a damn clown. And that damn Party City outfit that you wore to Anila's house. Girl, you're a big clown. And I think you like it. Where's your red nose? These
Well,
people whine too damn much on these shows for me. Y'all wanted to come on TV to be famous and to get these checks. Make your damn check. Stop giving people shit to put out there on you, and they won't be able to put it out there on you. Y'all did this to yourself. Nobody did anything to you. Y'all act like damn school kids. He hit me. He hit me. Teacher, he hit me. Sit your ass down somewhere and hit back. That's what my kids come home to somebody. You better hit their ass back. And y'all grown. How y'all don't know to hit back? The hell?
well, tell us how you really felt it.
It's just crazy. Like, come on, this is all these damn grown adults keep talking about somebody breaking up my marriage. You talked about my husband. No, she didn't. She talked about you. She said good things about your husband, Sawyer. She talked about you. She don't like you, and we get if you ever say our soul as well. So only difference is you don't know us. We talk about your ass just like Ashley talk about your ass. Well, you just don't know us. So it's the same damn thing. You ain't doing nothing all day long. Girl, go buy you a microphone, sit in front of your computer, and drag. Them damn horrible ass fashions you
I
keep
mean,
wearing. Make sure you use an
she don't even
avatar.
have to drag. Like I said, she's a pretty girl. She can talk about fashion. She can. Oh, child. Anyway,
She could talk about a lot of things. She could talk about their skincare line. But if your gripe with Heavily is so bad because you feel like she's been dragging you, drag her back. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Your mama taught you that. So, damn it, do y'all listen? Do y'all pay attention? The hell life her lessons did y'all learn?
and I'm not gonna say that Heavenly can't take a dragging because Funky Dineva dragged her,
Hell
dragged
yeah.
her, dragged her, and she
Man,
laughed at him.
I'm
And
about
matter
to
of
say
fact,
she
one
laughed
time
at
he
them.
dragged her on her own channel talking about it and saying, which, now Heavenly, you ain't right. Da, 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 da. And
Right, he
for,
dragged her about that two-story closet that she ain't got enough clothes for.
mm-hmm.
So she can take it. Just getting it. And if she can't, she worry about y'all being able to take it? Because y'all damn sure can't take it. If this is taking it, Lord, I would hate to see how you feel if you're not taking it. What's wrong? It's like watching remedial kids in school.
I don't know, child. I don't know, child.
They be
I don't
doing
know, child.
way too much. I understand it's a check, but child, I don't want to do all this. Y'all look like fools and then get mad when we dragging y'all on Twitter in real time. And then when everybody get on their channels and start dragging y'all, y'all mad. Y'all did it. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You did that.
And with that being said, we go all go look in the mirror. Thank you, Thick. Thank you, Thick.
All
Let me
right,
get
babe.
y'all off of here. It's that time of the night for me to go do what I gotta do.
All right, babe. Love
Love you,
y'all.
boo. See you on
And don't
regular
forget to go
Ricardo.
check out my video from earlier, y'all. I hope I wasn't out of place.
No, you can drop your link in there.
Okay. Yeah,
All
if y'all
right.
want to hit some hot tea, just go ahead and hit that button when I drop it. Love y'all. Y'all be safe.
And with that being said, y'all know I cracks up every time they come up here. Thick girl was definitely telling the truth. Like Ebony said, y'all talk about each other all the time, but when I do it, I'm wrong, shaking my head. And they do it on the show. They do it on the show in the confessionals, which is played for the world. So I don't understand. And I'm pretty sure what they say on the show gets seen by way more people than Heavenly YouTube. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And with that being said, like I say, I will see you all tomorrow for the basketball wives, I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody was trying to come up and was not doing some proper things. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go ahead on and ban them from the studio. Okay, because last week I had somebody in the chat was telling me some improper things. So I have to. We got to take care of that and ban that out. Save your explicit stuff for somebody else because it ain't welcome nor wanted. And with that being said, I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm probably gonna put out the Bell Collective a video along with, like I said, the Let's Get Into It panel where we discussed the basketball wives. It was, yeah. If this was an after dark live, I'd tell y'all what they was doing. But on that note, once again, I'm gonna see you all tomorrow and follow us over to Ren with Ricardo channel so that we can go ahead, baby, and get into the AITA. Love y'all. Bye bye.